What is going on, everyone? I hope you guys are enjoying your Tuesday. Today we're going to be doing the gas station water run. So I went to the local Chevron and I picked up all the waters that you can find there. I got the Smartwater, the Alkaline Smartwater, Nestle Pure Life, Arrowhead, Aquafina, Dasani, Crystal Geyser. These waters really you can find in most gas stations, if not a wider selection of water. So I'll be hitting up a 7-Eleven later and doing a video on that. But I will be testing all their pHs, and then I'll be doing it with a pH meter after I finish, and I'll put those in the description below. So let's jump into it. All right, so first off, a fan favorite, or not really, but we're going to be doing Dasani. I've tested Dasani before, and people claimed that I was putting Sprite into the bottle. I don't know where this conspiracy theory is coming from, but Dasani is owned by the Coca-Cola Corporation, and they send bottles all over the world. So to keep their shelf life up, they usually acidify the water so it lasts longer. Imagine sending water to India or Africa or wherever, Antarctica. I don't know if they have water, but they might. All right, so 3 drops. 1, 2, and 3. All right. So it's acidic. It's not even neutral. And that looks like a 5. That looks like a 5, which is really bad. Water that comes out of the tap should be around 7, which is neutral. If you had acidosis or you had some heartburn, and you go to a gas station and you say, I really need some water to help with my throat, this is just going to make it worse. It's going to worsen it. It's going to inflame your throat. It's going to give you worse heartburn because you're putting something that's already, has too much acid in it, and you're adding more. So Dasani, I'm saying it's a 5. It could easily be a 5.5. I'll do it with a pH meter after this video. But yeah. Every time I test Dasani, it's just disappointing, every single time. It's really annoying that they're selling this. They're selling, acidic water, which is ridiculous. And it's more ridiculous that they own all the distribution, so that this, subpar water is found everywhere. It's found all over the world. So in a pinch, I would rather just go find a hose somewhere. But yeah, Dasani, acidic. Moving on, a fan favorite in the comments. You guys have been asking for it, and I am delivering Nestle Pure Life water. It doesn't talk about any fluoride on here. Should start testing the fluoride. Let me know in the description below if you guys want me to start testing for fluoride. Deep protected well from San Bernardino, California. That's where this is coming from. So it's a local, I guess, in the Los Angeles area. It's pretty close. All right, so let's crack this open. Trying to put a similar amount of water in each one. Okay, so 3 drops. I'm gonna guess this is neutral, hopefully, because this is also a water that you can find really. 3. Oh boy. Well, it's got a little bit more of a tint of green than the Dasani, but I'm not really going to go out on a limb here. It's not that big of a reach to say that this is also acidic. Again, why are these big companies acidifying their waters? Like I said in the last one, you can find this anywhere. So if you can find this anywhere, then that means they have to increase their shelf life. I would like to know if anyone knows the processing that goes into making these mass-produced, extremely mass-produced waters. Let us know. It says that it has less than 0.5% of calcium chloride, sodium bicarbonate, and magnesium sulfate in it. So a little bit that I know about this, the additives that they're putting into their waters. The sodium bicarbonates are buffers, are alkaline buffers that are supposed to increase the pH of your water, which is pretty suspect because this isn't even neutral. I mean, we tested the LA tap water in our last video, and that was coming out above 7. So imagine what they're starting with, what level of pH they're starting with their water, and then they're adding in a alkaline buffer to increase their pH to that of around, this might be 6, 5.8 maybe. Um, but you got to think, what are they starting with? Are they starting with a pH of 4 or 5? Are they, and then adding an additive to bring it up to this level? If so, it's really concerning and very disappointing. Again, you're going to find this anywhere, everywhere and anywhere. So if you're in a pinch, find a hose. Okay, moving on. Moving on, we have Arrowhead 100% natural spring water. It's crazy that they're putting natural on their labels, but if they're putting additives like they are in the Nestle and the Dasani, seeing natural on this might be a good thing. Again, it's sourced from California, Riverside County, also San Bernardino. Ooh, so they might be coming from the same source, Nestle and Arrowhead. So cracking this bad boy. Let's see here. I don't know if I've done Arrowhead before. I feel like I have. Again, you can find this one anywhere. Sometimes I think it's crazy to pay the premium for water, but you see what you're getting with the cheap options, like the very cheap options. So let's test this. 1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. Oh, a nice blue hue. That's similar to what I'm wearing. So this is alkaline. This is alkaline. This might be above 8. It's not neutral. So Arrowhead water. Wow, great cheap alternative to be getting an alkaline water. For instance, like if you go to a gas station, they might have Essentia, but at the gas station they're going to be charging that premium even more than a grocery store. So I think this was $1. I think this was the same price as the Nestle Pure Life and the Dasani. So if you have the option, I would go with the Arrowhead Springs water over the Pure Life and the Dasani if you're going into a gas station and need a bottle of water. So yeah, Arrowhead. I don't know what spring you're getting it from in California, but Nestle Pure Life and no, well I guess Dasani's not there, but Nestle Pure Life. Why aren't you getting this? It's the same price. So moving on. Moving on, we have Aquafina. When I'm doing these big brands, it's so funny to see you guys in the comments talking just absolute smack about, well, me, but also the brands. You guys always think I'm doing something to these bottles and that I have something to gain out of doing this other than educating you guys. But yeah, let's test Aquafina. Aquafina is definitely owned by Pepsi, for sure. Wow, it's also out of Sacramento. Why are they getting all their water from California? I feel like California isn't the best place to be getting your water from since we're in a drought. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and oh boy. Wow. Can you guys see that? That is more yellow. That is more yellow than either Dasani or Nestle Pure Life. That is like, wow, that's gotta be close to in the 4s. That could be 5. That's 5 or below. 5 or below. It's so funny. Before I knew anything about this, I used to drink Aquafina. Like that's what we had during our tennis trips, and it would be so hot, and I would have been playing for hours, and I would get heartburn all the time, and I would drink this, and it would like burn my esophagus, and I never thought it was the water, not one time, but I mean, there's no escaping the truth. I mean, they haven't changed anything. This is nasty. This is I'm not gonna drink this. I'm gonna throw this bottle away. I mean, what are they doing, guys? I feel like we should start a petition or something to figure out what's going on in the bottled waters. There's like no regulation when it comes to telling you. This doesn't say why do all the alkaline waters say 9+? Like they're stating when they're good, they're stating, okay, this is the pH. This is a reason for you to buy this. Why do the cheap acidic waters not have to claim their pH on the bottle? It's going to kill their sales. But, you know, a cigarette, I'm not comparing bottled water to cigarettes, but, you know, cigarettes have to put a disclaimer. We have to know how many calories are in our foods at fast food chains. Why does the bottled water companies that aren't promoting their pH or at least stating, you know, they're stating that there's no chloride in this, you know, purified by reverse osmosis, but they're not stating, hey, this is a 4.5 pH. That's something we should look into, guys. All right, well, moving on to the next water. What we got? Smartwater. Smartwater, I think, is owned by Coca-Cola, right? Yeah, they're by Glaceau. Well, Glaceau, I guess Glaceau was bought out by Coca-Cola because of the deal with the vitamin water, so they definitely own Smartwater as well. I feel like Smartwater is a good choice. I don't usually buy it, but they had Jennifer Aniston in their national ad, so can't really say no to her. So moving on, we have Smartwater. I just accidentally spilled the pH tester on me. That's not good. That's not coming out. All right, so we got Smartwater. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. My faith is gone. Smartwater is not neutral. Smartwater is in the sixes. It's like a 6.5. Interesting. You really wouldn't think water coming from clouds would be acidic, but maybe they're collecting the pollution above Los Angeles. I don't really know what to say. I don't buy Smartwater. It would make sense that it's acidic since it's owned by Coke, which we're finding out these big companies just don't, you know, claim anything on their bottles. Also, it would make sense that Smartwater has an acidic water, which is the cheaper, and then I just bought the alkaline version of Smartwater today, which is at a premium price. So it makes sense for them to make 2 SKUs. Hey, do you want acidic Smartwater, or do you want alkaline Smartwater? So I guess they can make more money this way. They should just make one. It should just be Smartwater. It should be an alkaline Smartwater. The process can't be really any different than the one that they're making now. It's in the same bottle. It's probably coming from the exact same place. It's not naturally occurring alkaline. So pretty disappointing. Pretty disappointing by Smartwater to not at least make a neutral water for that price. So moving on to the one water that I'm excited to actually review is the Smartwater Alkaline 9+ pH. I've never bought this, and I've actually never seen this. I was actually surprised when I saw that Smartwater had an alkaline water, but they also have an acidic version. So in the future, if this comes out to be good and tastes good, then I'm going to be buying this if I have the chance. So Smartwater, I'm going to read the description for you guys since I've never read this. 9+ pH, vapor distilled for purity, electrolytes for taste. Smartwater Alkaline water is the same clean water that you love, but with smart little twist. It's vapor distilled and ionized with a 9+ pH. It's hydration you can feel and purity you can taste with every smooth sip. Wow. Their description, I mean, did they just edit a couple words out of this one? Does this one say it's acidic in it? Nope. Alright, so the ingredients: vapor distilled water, calcium chloride and magnesium chloride, potassium bicarbonate, electrolytes, which is actually just the buffer. So they're probably just taking Smartwater, adding in more potassium bicarbonate and increasing the pH, or, you know, calcium chloride is very strong and it can raise the pH as well. So enough of me talking. I'm sure you guys want me to test this one. Oh, I'm hoping for it to be 9. I'm hoping. Look at that beautiful hue. It's deep. It's deep purple. It's similar to Essentia. They must have seen how well Essentia is doing and said they're taking too much market share from our premium Smartwater, so they came out with this to compete. You know, they just could have, made a better original product, or at least put their pH on it. But I'm gonna give this a try. You know what? I'll just try this right now. It's pretty good. I think I like Essentia more. Actually, you know what? The more I'm drinking this, it's wow. You guys are gonna have to go and try this for your own. This is not a sponsored video by Smartwater, but I'm not even promoting you guys going and buying this. But if you do buy it and drink it, you're gonna notice a little bit of a chalky taste in the back. Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they're taking Smartwater. They're just adding in more buffer and bringing up the pH, because you can honestly taste it. You know, when it becomes high in pH, if you're not doing it naturally, or at least in a processing way that it's ionized, the buffer almost tastes soapy. That's the taste that you get when you go up really high in pH. You almost get a caustic, soapy taste. That's what's going on here. That's what's going on here. If you're in a pinch, again, I'm not gonna buy this one. This one was too expensive when you could buy the Arrowhead for $1 and get an alkaline water. But this was almost $3. This was almost $3, and I'm not enjoying drinking this. It is high in pH, which is good, but it does not taste good, which is, that's close to the #1 reason why I'm buying water. All right, guys, I got one more coming up. All right, guys, my last one for the day. We have Crystal Geyser Natural Alpine Spring Water. Let's see where this one's coming from. The Sierra Nevada Mountains. Interesting. All right, well, this is probably the cheapest one in there. It was the same price, I believe, as the Nestle Pure Life. I think it was 89 cents, 99 cents. It says natural spring water on it, so I'm hoping that this is alkaline, because this would be a great buy at the price point. And I'm wrong. Okay. So it's close to neutral. It's high 6s, low 7s. You can see that it's trying to become a 7. It's trying to become neutral, but it's still stuck in that acidic zone. So that's it for today. I'm gonna leave you guys with a statement that I'm just gonna be coming up with off the top of my head. I could rank these in order. We got Nestle Pure Life, just pitiful. I mean, so acidic. Dasani, Aquafina, just as acidic. I'm sorry, Aquafina is the most acidic. Then it would go Nestle, Dasani. We have the Crystal Geyser over here. Arrowhead is more alkaline than any of the cheap ones, and then you have Smartwater, which is really disappointing, not even getting neutral. And Smartwater Alkaline is in the 9s, but tastes awful. I honestly have dry mouth from drinking that. It's kind of a, you take a Tums or something like that, you have that chalkiness on your tongue. I'm going to leave you guys with some final words. I found myself just ranting for the last couple minutes. I'm going to edit that out. But I'm not too happy with this test that I did. It seems like the big companies are taking advantage of their customers, putting out a cheap product, not being transparent with what's going on the label. The alkaline waters that are listing their pH, why aren't we getting a listed pH of the acidic waters? I feel like that's something that should be going on the label of all waters. I feel like that's something maybe we could start, talking about, trying to get a petition going. Because that's, if you're walking into a store and you're going to be paying $3 for a bottle of water, or even $1, I think we should know. I think that's something that we should know as consumers, what we're putting into our body. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 3K subs, which is crazy. It's to you guys, you guys are the reason that I'm able to make this kind of content. I feel like I'm helping consumers figure out what they're putting into their bodies. So, if you guys have a comment about something that I'm doing wrong, I'm here for feedback. Please let me know what you like or hate about these videos. So thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you on the next one.